Ooh, a magnet. No way am I... Let's just leave him alone.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
I'm asking just what it is that you want to overcome. Who tied you up like this?
I've tied myself here, yeah, me, pig. Now try and repress me out of that.
You tied yourself up?
It's an act demonstrating freedom, see? Well, it demonstrates my freedom to tie myself to anything I want to, whenever I want to. That's one of your basic human rights, right? And I'll fight to keep a hold of it.
You mean you want to fight for the right to lose your freedom?
Right on. Don't you want to know what I'm protesting about?
I was half hoping to avoid it, but do go on.
I'm protesting for the right to have female members of the Fools and Jesters Guild, and I will not be moved.
Why are you protesting about it over here in the cemetery? Why don't you go and do it outside the Jesters Guild?
They never have anything worth tying yourself to over at that end of town. I like this, though. Quite a nice little stake, if you don't mind my saying so. Not an absolute prime choice, mind, but getting there.
Then by all means be my guest. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
A suffragesta. Ah, now that's what I like about modern times. A woman is free to take her place, stride boldly forth, and get totally ignored just like all the rest of us.
Ah! Ha ha! Another one! Go find your own grave, you rotten fool!
Windle?
Windle? Gad! That's my private name. Ah, you still remember, lad? Oh, great days they were. Great days. Life? Pff, you don't know what life is until you're dead. It was great, all that breathing and walking around in the fresh air. Oh, I tell you, if I had my time all over again, I wouldn't reincarnate.
So, how are you adjusting then?
Oh, I'll never get used to this grave, I'll tell you. The walls are so thin. All you can do here is lie around and listen to what the neighbours say.
So, what's it like? Being dead, I mean.
Oh, I've had enough of it. The hours are too long for a start. Here, keep the wretched dead and alive hole.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with a grave?
Use it as a small swimming pool, huh?
I can't swim.
I never said you had to fill it with water, did I? Yoicks and away!
Right. Well, it looks like I have a real mission then. I either restore death to his rightful place, or else we'll be up to our armpits in gaunt, dark-eyed young Gothic girls dressed in black, all pretending that they can quote romantic poetry. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. Nah. Onward! I can't reach it from here. Oh, another coffin. You know, I think I'm really getting the hang of this object identification thing. Oh, hello. And what in the world are you? Yes, yes. Well, I didn't understand a word of that at all. Sorry. Hello there!
Ha! A likely story. That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from you living fascists.
What? I never said a word.
Words? Yeah, right. That's where it starts. Dead common. Dead boring. You've used them. Don't say you haven't.
I'm not prejudiced. I'm dead set against it.
See? There you go. If there's ever going to be any justice for us undead, then we have to start at the grassroots.
Oh, a bit lower than that, surely.
Don't you try to dictate our level of activity. Lively, dead right. That's what we want. So if you're not dead, then drop dead. This club's for the children of the night, so if you want to live it up, right, you go elsewhere.
Right, and we're back. Sorry about that. I had like absolutely no... My microphone was just refusing to work. Let's carry on. That rat thing was like the death of all small animals or something. I can't remember. Let's go see Mrs. Cake. Now she's a bitch to deal with right now.
Mrs. Cake? You'd think a hat that size would sap her strength, wouldn't you?
Let's have a look. Let's go and do this first. Open. Give me that. There you go. Give me that. Richmond, what are you doing? Dirty boy. Man. Old man. I don't know. I think he's actually pretty young. Let's steal all this shit!
A good assortment of jars containing all manner of the latest accessories for the modern medium. A dressmaker's pair of scissors.
And we're gonna have them. Put them in your luggage. Right.
Try as hard as I could, I doubt that I could break an arm off. A wooden dummy. Hey, its arms are almost as dainty as mine.
This way. Wow, wow, wow.
One crystal ball, complete with test pattern. A genie bottle, eh? Obviously a good home for beings of the non-substantial persuasion. I'd better ask her about buying it.
You want to ask about buying it, and you're going to steal it. But you're stealing all the other shit. Yeah, bits like that are just a bit weird. Right, there's a certain order we have to do here.
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you?
This is a bit weird. Let's see if we can get this right. It should be this one.
Look, I believe you're fouling up this whole conversation.
What do you mean? How do I do it?
She's a bit deaf, so I've got to figure out...
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to do it?
Ooh, yes, that's what I am. Why, does it show?
Is she supposed to...
She's talking like she already knows what I'm going to say. Is she a clairvoyant?
Well, it's nice to start all over again. I'm sorry about all that. Sometimes I forget I've left it on, you see.
Left one.
Hello there. Nice day. Oh, damn it, we're back here again.
Eh? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my precognition off. There we are. That should be much easier.
Aye.
Thank heavens that's all over.
I'm so very sorry about that, young man. I'll forget my own head next. Now, how may I help you?
It's everything you say before, she just said exactly the same thing until you start with a sarcastic thing.
A psychic, eh? Well, who'd have thought it?
You did, do you? About 3 minutes from now.
Do you really get away with all this? Just pretending to read other people's thoughts for a living?
Well, it's not as if I'm making money at it. Ask most people to crush your palm with silver and they look at you like you're some sort of beggar. The only fringe benefit these days is the ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What do you use that for?
Never you mind. I am too.
You're not really a psychic.
I will.
Prove it.
All right, ask them.
I know. Answer my questions.
Blue.
Describe my favourite colour.
A rash.
Describe what I got for my birthday.
Fat, toothless and covered with sauce.
What?
Describe my breakfast.
Frilly underwear.
Nope.
What?
I just can't remember what I meant to ask just then.
I do, and you ought to wash your mind with soap and water. Now, why don't you just go off about your business, or I'll tell all the nice audience about what you keep in your sock drawer.
Hey! I know now.
Might I borrow that genie bottle you have on the shelf up there?
I tell you what, you can have the bottle, but only if you get me some nice, fresh ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What? That stuff that drips down walls? Sort of ghostly goo?
That's the stuff. Nice and slippery.
Won't the wallpaper get all sticky?
That's what the punters want these days, dear. They don't think you're a proper psychic unless there's ectoplasm sloshing all over the place.
Oh, shit.
Where does ectoplasm come from, anyway?
Ooh, you can wring it out of spirits if you can catch 'em. Squish it out of 'em like wringing laundry.
Is there much of a commercial call for ectoplasm? Gives you pause for thought. Let's just stop all this now.
Oh, yeah, let's leave for now. Whoop, whoop. And carry on this way. This way, Rincewind. Talk to the stoop. Right. Let's go, go, go. Talk to the dead dude.
Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses. Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air.
Yeah.
Hey, you! Leave them alone. If you want to join them, you need to be dead first.
Uh-huh.
So this is the dead collector, huh? When I was a lad, I just used to collect butterflies. I suppose it's just a matter of scaling up.
Bring out your living dead. Bring out your living dead. Dead collected, corpses transported. Guaranteed disposal to far-off climes. The dear departed stay departed. They like it so much they never come back. Highly recommended service. Well, obviously the transportees themselves won't recommend us, but complaints are never ever received either. Bring out your living dead. Dead, sir?
Dead? Of course I'm not dead. Do I look dead?
No, hard to tell sometimes these days, sir. It's just that if you're dead, then you're stuck in trade. Our post-mortem travel service offers dozens of very exciting internment locations.
Look, I am not dead.
Look, you seem a little bit peaky. Why don't you just hop on the old cart for a minute, and if you pop off, then it saves us all a lot of trouble.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'll avoid resting my backside on a pile of carrion.
Suit yourself, sir. I'm sure they don't mind.
Foreign climes? For a corpse?
Well, corpses have needs too, sir. It's not all just fun and games being dead. There's a sudden stiffness in the joints, continual growth of hair and fingernails, not to mention noisy poltergeists and neighbours who dislike being gnawed.
Ignored?
No, gnawed. You know, maggots and such like. Pshaw. Should hear the way some of them go on about it. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can do about it. Still, I thought the offer of a few exotic locations for internment might soften the blow, as it were, sir.
So, how is business these days?
Tailing off, to tell you the truth, sir. Most of the dead hereabouts nowadays provide their own transport.
What? They just start walking around all by themselves?
Yeah, bloody cheek. One minute you've got a livelihood, and the next minute everyone decides to be a zombie, all posh-like, and starts walking about and frightening school children. I've had to ruin myself, making my service more attractive.
Attractive? How?
Well, used to be we'd just take the stiffs and chuck 'em into the plague pit outside of the town. No, beautiful ceremony it was. Very touching, watching 'em slide down and go thump at the bottom of the hole. Real poignant, like. Now, though, you have to make it seem more attractive than wandering the streets as one of the walking dead. So now we offer transport to foreign climes. You know, sun, beaches, relaxation, that sort of thing. Hopefully it's just what your freshly snuffed corpse desires. A good holiday to get some of the kinks out.
What?
Posthumous travel services. I wonder if he gets many return customers.
Probably not.
Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else.
Let's go in there. Right out, you're dead.